Uganda Meat Producers Cooperative Union Limited, UMPCU, and the Zoetis A.L.P.H.A Initiative have entered a working partnership in order to deliver sustainable animal health diagnostic services and education and training to farmers and vets in Uganda. The agreement was signed on the 1st of August 2018. Zoetis is a global animal health company striving to make their products, services, and people the most valued by veterinarian and livestock producer customers around the world. With over 60 years of experience, we deliver quality medicines and vaccines, support and education. We are working every day to better understand and address the real-world challenges faced by those who raise and care for animals in ways they find truly relevant. UMPCU is a private apex body of 34 primary cooperative societies with over 2,617 individual members. Under the African Livestock Productivity and Health Advancement A.L.P.H.A Initiative, funded by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Zoetis is supporting UMPCU by providing laboratory equipment setup in 2 livestock resource centers, Butalangu, Nakaseke district, and the other one in Nakaseke Ssembabule district. Zoetis will provide veterinary diagnostics training, educational material for farmers, as well as digital tools facilitating related processes. First, we visited a farmer. She told us how Zoetis lab will be of help to her because at one point, her cows used to die just leaving her with a lot of questions. Now that the lab is here, she is very happy as she narrates.
Ate tomanya bwe ki ogenda kuzuuka ku makya ng'ente yafudde totegedde ne dokita nga tumuyise naawe nga nanyini yetebategedde ene ente endwadde mu nte ezo enanyamba ku nte enzungu rabu ng'amanyi nti zirina omusujja guno oba ziri bulungi ate zino ente enzungu zaagala nnyo ekyo kimukoze kigwana. Nze njagala nnyo nti nayingira mu kibiina ekyo kusingira ddala nga nzungu ze zinyingizaamu. Bwe nawulira nti laabu bajja kukwata omusaayi bategeere nti ente ndwadde omusujja guno ne bagijjanjaba kyampaliriza nnyo okuyingira mu kibiina kino nange nfune ku nte enzungu nga za mulembe kati zifa.
We also went to her farm, got samples with the vet as you can see here. The vet explains the process.
Once you have drawn this sample, you already have, before you draw, there is what you want, serum or blood. If it is serum, you use this one. It doesn't have an anticoagulant. This one doesn't have an anticoagulant. So when you put in blood, it clots. You get serum and the blood part of it, the blood cells. But this one is for blood. It has this one has an anticoagulant. When you put in blood, you shake, blood remains in its liquid form. So you can use it for testing blood, like for parasitology to see, like if you are looking for ECF or Babesia, we use this one. This one is for serum samples. This one. So after this, So after putting here, we shake so that the anticoagulant mixes with blood. And even here, we put here. There is no anticoagulant, so there is no need for shaking. Here, once you put in blood, it clots. It's always recommended that you have 3/4 of this bottle, this vacuum filled up to get good results in the lab. Yeah.
Later, we went to the lab to test the samples with the lab technician. She also took us through the testing process.
After 30 minutes, we destain, leave put the slide back to the drying, to the heat block to dry, after which we put some emulsion oil and place it under the microscope using the 100 times objective. So there we look for hemoparasites, let me say Thyreria parva, Anaplasma and Babesia. Then we also look at the total blood picture. We look for the white blood cells. We can do differential count. We look for the neutrophils, the basophils, then eosinophils, lymphocytes, and monocytes. Then we look at the shape, the size of the red blood cells, so as to know if there is anemia.
She also said the lab will do good, and she also encouraged the farmers to always use the lab.
Because it's going to be helping farmers to correctly know which disease they are treating. Previously, the vets have been just, let me say, they were just assuming, basing on the signs they see, which could bring about drug resistance. Say, he could assume that it is babesiosis, anaplasmosis, East Coast fever. So you find an animal is treated for a wrong disease. That brings about drug resistance. So when the lab is in place and we diagnose first, there we can treat the right disease and prevent that problem of drug resistance.
Since the lab is in Nakaseke, the district veterinary officer also welcomed the lab in the area and told us some common diseases that have been disturbing farmers.
Our veterinary officers at the sub-county and town councils have been basing to diagnose the animal diseases on only clinical signs and symptoms. And these clinical signs and symptoms are not usually confirmatory, because most of the animal diseases could present with the same signs, so they end up giving the wrong drugs and the animals don't recover, others die, or the farmers have to change the drugs, and that usually has costed them more. And now with the lab, our vet officers will be taking samples to the lab, they confirm, and then they buy that exact drug to treat that exact organism identified.
Mr. Norman Namanya, on behalf of UMPCU, had this to say about Zoetis and UMPCU.
In this project, the A.L.P.H.A Initiative, as a partnership between UMPCU and Zoetis, it is mainly about 3 activities: diagnostics, farmer training, veterinary training, and drug availability or quality drug availability. Animal health impacts us as a union. We are in business of cattle trade, and to give an example, last year in May, from May to August, business was not good because of FMD. The outbreak was too bad for us. So to partner with Zoetis and A.L.P.H.A Initiative, a project that is mainly about animal health and management, is good for us. It's good for business, it's good for our cooperative members, and that is the farmer we are looking at. Up to now, we've had mainly almost 8 mass meetings, and A.L.P.H.A Initiative has featured in all of them. We had an engagement meeting with a lot of farmers last year through regional meetings in sub-regions: Mubende, Chivoga, Luwero, Barara, Masaka, and farmers welcomed the idea. We've opened up labs that are visible to the farm person, to the farmer himself. Samples have started now going in. The recruitment has finished, everything is on board to start the real work.